Well, very good afternoon, and the warmest of welcomes I extend to all, and welcome along here on behalf of the good team at EVES to day one of our EVES Spring Auction Call. Cataloguing some what was to be 8 offerings for your consideration, but the very good team, Shane Pilmer and Jaden King, well, they ran an absolute stellar campaign on 10 Bayview Road. That auction was brought forward and sold. Alas, that does leave 7 tremendous offerings for your consideration today, but more importantly, your competition. To our owners, may extend a hand of gratitude for entrusting the exceptional team here at EVES with the marketing of your very fine properties. It's certainly been our great privilege. Leading our auction team today, we're joined by our company director, Mr. Tony Grindle. Welcome into you. Our branch manager, the absolutely fabulous Nikki Tracy. Now, assisting on the technology, we have the wonderful Natasha Allen. Now, Natasha, she will be displaying feats of both numerical and technological dexterity, as Natasha is in charge of the all-important bidding sequences on screen beside me here. The astute among you will know by now that Louis MacDonald is my name, and it's an absolute pleasure to be conducting proceedings, but more simply here in the capacity to guide you good folk on your journey to ownership. Now, bidders and buyers throughout the campaign are lead agents for the properties in question. They will have been answering your inquiries, conducting your viewings with you every step of the way, and they will have been very diligent in furnishing you with documentation which will aid in your purchasing decision here this afternoon. Among that documentation, they will have supplied you with a copy of the Real Estate Authority's approved guide to sale and purchase agreements. They will also have supplied you with a copy of the auction terms and particulars from which we work. And to those terms and particulars I shall take you now, good folk, as we run through the conduct of auction. It will come as no surprise to you that our owners, well, they offer up the property subject to those confidential written reserve prices. Subject to those reserve prices being reached, as auctioneer, I'm permitted to sell the property to the highest bidder among you. Our owners, they have granted me that exclusive right as the auctioneer to place bids on their behalf. That is what we refer to as the vendor bid. Any vendor bids I do place, well, they will be clearly identified to you as such. Ironically, I shall use the term vendor bid. Any vendor bids I do place, they will only ever occur well below that reserve price for the property is clearly not for sale. Around the room, you may see a number of agents bidding by telephone. I implore you to bid and counter bid with the utmost of confidence, knowing that all the relevant authorities have been completed for them to do so. Now, bidders and buyers, as the auctioneer, I may execute my right to refuse it. I do not deem it to be in the best interests of our owners. If a dispute during the bidding happens to arise, I shall simply arbitrate that dispute. Alas, I shall be your numerical conductor throughout the sweet symphony of the bidding. Follow my lead along to that grand finale of the call, which will be signified by the percussive beat of my gavel coming down the rostrum like so. If you so happen to find yourself in that very fortunate position of holding that highest bid, well, congratulations, you are deemed to be our purchaser. Your obligations are therefore twofold. Sign your name on the memorandum of contract and pay a deposit of a neat, easy 10% of the purchase price. Bidders and buyers, those are the terms in which we engage. If you do have any questions, it would be ample at this juncture if you have any questions pertaining to the conduct of auction. Jolly good. Well, I shall take from your silence that you're as comfortable with these terms as I am, as we look toward our very first offering of today's proceedings, brought to the rostrum by Mr. Corey Oxborough. He brings for your consideration number 4, Roper Place of Tikkipunga, more formally described as an estate in a freehold enveloping a sum 747 square metres, more or less, as we say, being lot 7, deposit plan 82455, fully contained and described on that record of title volume NA39A, folio 393 of the North Auckland Land Registry. Vacant possession, it is an offer on that settlement date described as 15 working days unless you're working to a variation. I do point to your attention clause 23 of the further terms, noting that the vendor warranties are excluded specifically in the relation to the sleep out, as it does not have any permit or consent. I know Corey has been very diligent in furnishing you with this documentation. There is more available at the beginning of the foyer as you come in. We look toward our offering here. The offering before you, often sought after, but certainly seldom found. Very much the epitome of dreams and vision come true, ready and simply waiting for your good selves. Thoughtfully configured to allow that ease of living and meticulously renovated by owners to an exceptional standard. Beautifully crafted bathroom complemented by that astonishing kitchen reflecting contemporary elegance. The open plan layout provides that seamless flow throughout onto those patio doors, that semblance, that symbiosis of all desired indoor-outdoor flow is certainly apparent, certainly onto that sun-soaked, drenched loggia there, providing extended living throughout the seasons throughout all seasons. Your guests are most certainly will feel right at home here at number 4 Roebuck Place. Of course, that swimming pool is most inviting during those summer months, whilst practicality is certainly ensured with space for guests over the holiday season. Situated in a quiet cul-de-sac to provide that inner suburbia haven of comfort and style. Bidders and buyers, I am simply in your hands now as I look for you for that opening bid, that opening offer. What do we see value here at 4 Roebuck Place?
540.
At 540,000, and welcome into you there on the telephone at 540. I'll look for a mere 20 on the rise from here to put you at 560,000 the bid to bid. But you and your lamplighter with Corey on the telephone, the very best of luck you today at $540,000. I look for that mere 20 now to put you in front with Corey on the telephone as it lands and stands at 500. At 560, and welcome into you, madam, with the very best of luck to you. There's the competition and no surprise at this level of 560,000. The report to be looking for 580 at this stage. 580,000, can I say on your behalf?
5. Do you want to go to 580?
But at 560, I have the left.
585.
At 585, even better. At 585, madam. Competition certainly sees good real estate on offer here. Do we square straight to 6? Straight to 6. Good bid. You played the bidding skill. Sage bid indeed, and predominantly in front at 600,000, neat and even. A mere 20 would put you up front at 620,000.
605.
Call it a 10. 610 is what I said.
Asking for a team. So it's asking to go to 16.
But at 600 here at the left of the room.
16.
At 610, appreciate the bid at 610. I offer you that same retort if you like, madam, to 620. At 620 bid on the Notting Camley down there at 620 and 630 would be the retorts, just like tennis, and I think it's your serve at 620 here. Do we go 630? Mere 10 will put you in front. Give you a moment to reflect on the men's value on offer as I go around the room 3 times. On that first call with gentle ladies bid at the left hand side of the room at 620,000. Twice the bid now at 620. Need to know if we're in or out here. On that third and final opportunity, if I see no further bidding, I'll pause and we'll have a conversation with the gentle lady. But not at a level I can sell it to. What we'll simply do is we'll pause the auction, we'll have a conversation with you, we'll have a conversation with the owners and see if we can't get you across the line. Okay. Auction is live and paused. To Korean Road of Corey, brought to the rostrum by Mr. Richard Lyon and Morgan Tunstall. What one describes as an estate in freehold developing a some 4,980 square metres more or less, as we say, in Lot 2, deposit plan 199182, fully contained and described on that record title volume NA126B, folio 376 of the North Auckland Land Registry. Vacant possession, well, it is an offer, and that settlement date described as the 22nd of January. Look toward our offering here. The offering an exceptional family home, seamlessly combining size with style. Open plan living areas provide that spacious and palatial atmosphere indeed. The master of the residence can certainly enjoy that master suite feature in the ensuite, along with the walk-in wardrobe, adding that sense of luxury to daily life. Whilst the family is certainly well catered for with the generously sized bedrooms, the heart of the home being the thoughtfully configured layout of the kitchen, dining, and those living areas which harmoniously extend onto that grand stand of a deck. so perfectly framing the panoramic views of the lush and rolling pastures and those surrounding hills and valleys. Meticulously integrated storage units are certainly apparent for enhanced functionality and practicality. You've got the studio there or come home gym providing plenty of versatility for you. The land featuring those established grounds that have matured into a tranquil haven, delivering promises of serenity. Of course, the ever-popular Whangarei school and the Mataro schools within proximity certainly mean that those young scholars' educational needs are certainly well facilitated. Bidders and buyers, I am in your hands. What do we see value here for lot 2 at 292 Crane Road? Looking for your opening bid, your opening offer? Lot number 2 is a public auction, folks, not a silent auction. What do we see value? Here to work with you? 3 chances and 3 chances alone to register your cash and unconditional interest, or we'll simply move on to that next phase of the marketing campaign on that first call, looking for your opening bid, second call, third and final. Well, Richard and Morgan, it seems that they'd rather speak to you than me, but I can't blame them for a moment. We'll pass that 292 Crane Road back into your very capable hands, and I'm sure we'll see a sold sign there very, very soon. Accordingly, we move on to lot number 3, being 761 Dun Road of Whangarei, brought to the rostrum by Shane Pilmer and Carl Leafley. They bring to your attention a estate in freehold enveloping some 2.0687 hectares, more or less, being lot 2 to positive plan 58872, fully contained and described on that record of title 1120899, together with being a subdivision of record of title 145103 and the separate record of title yet to be issued. Settlement date scribed is noted in clause 31. I do point your attention to further terms of the auction terms, in particular clauses 23 through to 31. I know Carl and Shane have been very diligent in furnishing you with that documentation ahead of schedule, but more is available in the foyer as you come in. Before you, a blank canvas to fulfill your desires and build the home of your dreams. With a defined building site of some 2 hectares more or less of luscious pasture, with minimal covenants in place, this is certainly a rare opportunity indeed. You can take advantage of that elevated building site to benefit from the 360-degree views of majestic countryside scenery. Located between both Whangarei and Dargaville town, that provides that convenience of choice to you. Simply an opportunity to seize a lifestyle governed by only your vision and the promise of reward. Bidders and buyers, what do we see value here at 761 Dun Road? I'm in your hands looking for your opening bid, your fair place to start. A little bit more than that would be good. 3 chances and 3 chances alone to register your cash and unconditional interest on that first call. Otherwise, we'll move straight on to the next phase of the campaign, working with those conditional parties on that second call. On that third and final opportunity, opening bid or offer. Jolly good, we'll move straight on to the next phase of the marketing campaign there for 76 Dun Road. Interest, please speak to Carl and Shane. I'm more than happy to facilitate you towards ownership there. I take you to 47 Hiratonga Street, brought to the rostrum by Corey Oxborough. Shall I say welcome back in to the room, Corey Oxborough, as he brings for your consideration an estate in freehold, more formally described as an estate in freehold enveloping a sum that's 698 square metres, more or less, being lot 40 to positive plan 70056, fully contained and described on that record of title volume NA25D folio 764 of the North Auckland Land Registry. Vacant possession, it is certainly on offer on that settlement date described as 15 working days from the date of this agreement. Well, 10 years certainly speaks volumes about a property with the same owners residing here for some 43 years. Lovingly maintained and cherished over time. This is most certainly a home with that warm feel about it. Perfectly perched upon that well manicured and low maintenance section, providing the perfect balance with enough room to keep garden enthusiasts amused without necessitating those endless hours of upkeep. With the reserve at your boundary, complete with the play park, children will certainly be most amused. The offering provides a serene and picturesque setting with such a reserve as the backdrop of the property, ensuring a sense of space, a sense of tranquility that is truly unique. Nestled within the heart of Tikipunga, an ever-popular family-friendly suburb with amenities within close proximity, makes such an offering a wonderful choice to call home. Alas, the time to pass on the baton of ownership after 43 years has come. Bidders and buyers, I'm in your hands. What do we see value here at 47 Hiratonga Street of Tikipunga? Here to work with those cash and unconditional parties. 3 chances alone for that opening bid and that opening offer. Otherwise, we move straight ahead to work with those conditional parties, enjoy that exclusivity, enjoy that transparency, enjoy that privilege, that front of the queue position in our auction room ahead of those conditional parties. On that first call, looking for your opening bid. On that second call, or dare you enter that deep dark abyss known as the conditional market. On that third and final opportunity, well, Cody, it seems that you're a little bit more popular than myself, so I'll pass that property at 47 Hiratonga back into your very capable hands. I'll just seek an update on lot 1 and I'll be back to you in but a moment. I certainly appreciate your patience with lot 1. Sometimes these conversations can take a little time, so I appreciate your patience indeed, but we'll be back with you an update as soon as we can. Nonetheless, we'll press on to lot 5 at 5 Boards Lane, brought to the rostrum by Richard Lyon and Morgan Tunstall, labouring to your consideration an estate in freehold, enveloping a sum 509 square metres more or less, being lot 4-3, deposit plan 422825, fully contained and described on that record of title 489041. Vacant possession, it is on offer on that settlement date, described as 90 days plus 6 working days after the date of this agreement. That's purely to allow the current tenant in the property to vacate. Brick and tile construction allowing for a very easy and low maintenance lifestyle indeed, suited as a great family home situated within the heart of popular Camo, or a wise addition to the investment portfolio with the potential of healthy yield. Open plan and spread over one level, offering that ease of living, that ease of lifestyle. Well-appointed kitchen and breakfast bar, along with the dining area, along with that separate laundry. That separate laundry indeed will certainly take a load off your mind. Elevated position, providing that sense of privacy, while practicality is ensured with the internal access garage. Certainly no need to run the gauntlet in the rain, carrying the shopping in here at 5 Boards Lane. Adequate easy care section, complete with that patio there for alfresco dining in the afternoon summer sun. Bidders and buyers, I'm in your hands. Where do we see value? Where do we start here at 5 Boards Lane? What's that figure to be? Three chances and 3 chances. Learn to register your cash and unconditional interest on that first call, on that second call, on that third and final opportunity. Before I pass the property in, I'll simply place a vendor bid. There is a line in the sand at 650,000. Interest about 650,000. Come and talk to Richard and Morgan there. I'll pass that back into your very good, very capable hands, Richard and Morgan. I'm sure we'll see a sold sign there at 5 Boards Lane very, very soon. I'll just seek an update on lot 1 and be back to you in but a moment. Bidders and buyers, I thank you for your patience. We will update you on lot 1 being 4 Roper Place. I can reveal we left the room at some $620,000. Our lead buyer in front has graciously increased your offer to $655,000. Did you confirm that on the Northern County done? At $655,000, I make it abundantly clear to you we are on the market and we sell away now for the want of a better bid with the lead party here. At $655,000, I look for that near 5 to put you at $660,000, but I need to know what I need to know relatively quick. On that first call with the gentle lady here, on that second call, on that third and final opportunity, permission to sell, where it is going. It is going. Madam, congratulations. That's I wish you many happy
keep your pants on, all right?
and best of luck with your endeavours. To our owners, thank you for entrusting the EVES with the sale of your home in Corrie Oxford. Good work on another stellar auction campaign. Furthermore, I press along to lot number 6, being 751 Dun Road, brought to the rostrum by Carl Leafley and Shane Pilmer. They bring for your consideration an estate in freehold and billable some 1.9892 hectares, more or less, as we say, being lot 1 deposit plan 588872, contained and described on that record of title 1120898, being a subdivision of record of title 145103 with a separate record of title yet to be issued. Settlement date, well, it is described as referred to clause 31. I do want your attention again, those clauses 23 through to 31. I know Carl and Shane have been very diligent working me through those clauses, and more copies are available at the rear of the room. Look toward our offering here at 751 Dun Road. An opportunity before you to escape to the country with this recently relocated and modernised country residence. Elevated in position to benefit from that all-encompassing view of the serene countryside and survey your parcel of land. Beautifully finished throughout by our owners whilst embracing the aesthetics and charm of those native timber flooring, designed to allow plenty of natural light to effortlessly fill through the home and seamlessly intertwine with the outdoors to that wonderful sheltered deck of generous proportions. You will certainly enjoy the benefit of the double shed, allowing plenty of space for all the lifestyle equipment that you will accumulate, whilst the land is most certainly manageable, further enhanced by the spring providing water for stock. Plenty of versatility with such a wonderful countryside offering, whether it be the equestrian enthusiasts or running stock to turn your country life dream into reality. Bidders and buyers, I am in your hands. What do we see value here at 751 Dun Road? I look for that opening bid, that fair place to start.
I've got 300 on the phone.
At 300,000, an optimistic start, but I suppose it is a start indeed, but it's like marriage and it's generally all uphill from here. At 300,000, and I look for 4 to move us forward, surely no surprises there at 4. At 300,000, and I look for that mere 100 to push us forward to 400,000. On that first call, on that second call, on that third and final opportunity. Jolly well, you delay. I'll play on behalf of our owners there with a vendor bid at 400,000. Certainly not for sale at that. Our owners will happy to remain our owners at 400,000. But at 400,000 with a vendor bid, and I look for 500,000 now to push us forward. But at 400,000 with me on a vendor bid, I look for that $500,000 to push us forward.
No, so it's a bit with the auctioneer on behalf of the bidders.
Here to work with your buyer, Carl. Here to get a deal across the line. But I need you in advance of that vendor bid at 400,000.
Okay, we'll have to do for the time being.
On that first call, looking for your advance. certainly not for sale. Vendor will bid happy to remain on is at 400,000. On that second call, if I see no further bidding, I'll simply pass the property in and deal with the conditional market post auction.
Right now, you've got the opportunity to make another bid.
On that third and final opportunity,
Okay.
does your buyer extend the privilege of the auction in that transparent position, that exclusivity, or do we move into the conditional market?
So it's one bid time.
Jolly well. I'll pass the property back into your very capable hands, Shane and Carl, as we continue endeavours with our buyer and any more buyers post-auction.
So what would the deal attach after the auction?
I wish our owners, our agents, our interested parties the very best of luck with their future endeavours. I'm sure we'll see a sold sign there at 751 Dun Road very, very soon. We look toward our last offering, lot number 7 of today's proceedings, being 104 Station Road of Camo, more formally described as an estate in freehold, developing some 992 square metres more or less of prime Camo terra firma, being lot 13, deposit plan 37935, fully contained and described on that record of title, volume NA 999 folio 33. Vacant possession is on offer on that settlement date described as 90 days after the date of this agreement or by mutual agreement to allow the tenants in place to vacate. We look toward our offering here. Certainly a great family home featuring period charm, positioned on a generous section indeed. Constructed in the 1960s, an era known for everlasting music and robust construction, featuring the warmth and depth of those native timber accents and those wonderful polished floors. Elevated in position and set back off the road to provide privacy, along with the fencing allowing children to enjoy those expansive lawns. Entertaining is certainly ensured with the covered deck allowing for firing up the barbecue no matter the season. Of course, the location is most convenient for family life, with the schools, the childcare and the bustling Camo Township all within easy reach. Bidders and buyers, I'm in your hands. What do we see value here at 104 Station Road? Give you a moment to reflect on the immense value here on that first call. Looking for your opening bid on that second go, on that third and final opportunity. To work with you buyers, I'm very reasonable, don't be shy. Jolly good. Well, I can announce, and it's a pleasure to announce, that the property is now priced at 520,000, representing an absolute wonderful family buy in Camo. At 520,000, I'm sure you'll have to form an orderly queue behind our lead agent, Corey Oxborough, for interest at 104 Station Road. Bidders and buyers, that is our last offering of today's proceedings. I very much thank you for attendance, more for your consideration up tomorrow. Thank you very much for your attendance. I bid you a very good afternoon indeed.